guaranteed right every time. CarQuest Auto Parts. You'll find it at CarQuest. Dobbs Ford, Oakley, Kazee Ford, Lewis Ford, Midway Ford, and North Point Ford. And Grimes Tire on the Lamar and Winchester Tire and Alignment. And now Memphis Tiger football on Kicks 106.
The University of Memphis Tigers have just taken the field to a chorus of cheers and a standing ovation from the crowd here at the Liberty Bowl on homecoming night 12. Memphis has a mark of 18-13 in homecoming games played at the Liberty Bowl. Damian Dodson is deep to receive for the Tigers, waving the crowd, getting them fired up. He's at his own 3-yard line as we get prepared to get this one underway. Cincinnati approaching the line, and we are underway. The kick is high, end over end, taken by Dodson at his own 8-yard line. Follows his blockers and has a hole, and then immediately stopped at the 23-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Take the ball and go straight ahead with it.
The quarterback for the Tigers, once again, is Kadri Anderson, the 6'2", 195-pound senior from Oakland, California. Split wide receivers, and the Tigers are in the I formation as Anderson barks out the signals and gives to his tailback, T. O'Reilly, and he's knocked down in the backfield, stretches forward, and gets back to the line of scrimmage.
For Cincinnati, got penetration and broke the play up.
2nd down, 2nd and 10 from the Tigers' own 23-yard line. We're just underway tonight at the Liberty Bowl. 2 wideouts to the left this time for Anderson as he goes on the option, and he's buried in the backfield, sacked for a loss of about 8 yards to the 15-yard line, and somebody snuck through the line.
Well, that was Don Simpson, the strong safety. Now, one thing that University of Cincinnati will do, they will blitz you.
That was one they haven't seen this year, and they're going to have to be prepared for that blitz defense. It's 3rd down now, 3rd and 15 from the Tigers' own 18-yard line. 3 wide receivers now as Anderson drops back to pass. Steps up, and he's going to be sacked again. Another big loss inside the 10, down at about the 6-yard line this time. Sacked by John Kobalka, the 6'4", 270-pound junior.
But consequently, when you have confusion in assignments, you wind up letting one of the big guys go. And, hey, if you're in doubt, stay on the big guys.
Robert Tate is deep to receive the punt for the Cincinnati Bearcats. He's on the Tigers side of the field at the Memphis 47, awaiting the punt of Drew Paramore. Paramore about 6 yards deep in the end zone. The snap and the punt is away, and it's short. It bounces inside the 30 and dies at the 31-yard line, and that's where Cincinnati will take over. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the University of Memphis Football Network.
You're listening to University of
This counts more than it does on the football field. One look tells you this Dodge Ram has what it takes to make it in that field. Powered by a choice of beefy Magnum engines with muscular payload and towing capacity and a roomy and comfortable cab.
To the tailback, Royal, for 3 yards across the 30-yard line down to the 26. Mike McKenzie making the tackle.
And that's excellent field position there. The odds are, for most teams, generally speaking, are very good of getting some points when you start a drive there.
Royal, the single setback for Cincinnati. Split wide receivers for quarterback Chad Plummer on 2nd down. The give up the middle to Royal. He bounces to the left, still on his feet, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and knocked out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. 1st down and goal for the Bearcats.
Well, that time the Bearcats had trouble with all year.
12 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the 1st quarter of a scoreless game. I formation for Chad Plummer, the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bearcats on 1st and goal. Plummer with the handoff to the fullback up the middle. He bounces through. Touchdown. Landon Smith. He was almost untouched as he goes for a 9-yard touchdown.
He started to the right of center, and then as the Tigers pursued, he just bent it back the other way.
Eric Richards lines up to attempt the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. And quite suddenly, the Cincinnati Bearcats lead the Tigers 7-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back after this on the University of Memphis Football Network.
On the football field, you don't have to be big to be great. The same holds true on the street. The friendly Dodge Neon is a perfect example. The first thing you may know.
Yard line awaiting the kickoff of the Cincinnati Bearcats, who lead Memphis 7-0 here on homecoming night. Richards waiting the okay from the referee. And here we go. The kickoff again is short this time. It's going to come down at the 13-yard line. Dodson bounces to his left. He's got running room to the 25. Dodson to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. One man to beat, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Damian Dodson, a terrific return, getting the Tigers in great field position.
That was all Damian.
Getting slaps on the back as the Tigers get the ball back at their own 49-yard line. Chancey Carr, Richie Floyd lined up to the left. The Tigers in the I formation. Chris Reeves, the fullback. T.O. Riley, the tailback. Anderson back to pass. Pump fake. Drops it over the middle to Floyd. Floyd across the 45 and hammered down after a nice gain of about 7 yards to the 43-yard line. The Tigers on the attack there in Cincinnati territory.
End screen on the left side of the field. Great play.
A nifty play, and Richie Floyd back at work after having that brilliant game 2 weeks ago against Cincinnati. Dodson back in the game. Lined up wide to the right with Chancey Carr. Floyd wide to the left. And the handoff will be to T.O. Riley. Trying to turn the corner, and he's swarmed under. Another big loss of about 3 yards this time. Back to the 49-yard line. Darius Felders.
Perhaps even a shuttle pass.
The Tigers having a hard time getting the running game going. Split wide receivers, and again the Tigers in the I formation with Reeves and T.O. Riley. Anderson on the option to the left. He keeps it and tries to turn the corner, and he's stopped at about the line of scrimmage for no gain. Chris Hewitt, the free safety, in on the play for Cincinnati. Robert Tate stands at his own 11 for Cincinnati. He'll return it as Paramore awaits the snap. Here's the snap. It's a good one, and he gets it away. A much better punt this time. Tate calls for the fair catch, and he'll take it at his own 13-yard line. Cincinnati leads 7-0, 9:47 to play in the first.
Pictures are truer. I guess that's what you call that definition. I really just know I like the pictures. They're very clear.
Pick up Polaroid high-definition film at Walmart and see what develops.
This film is great.
Always low prices. Always Walmart.
First down from the 14-yard line. Plummer with the give to Royal up the middle, and he squirts through.
By that Cincinnati offensive line, they're doing a good job with their combination blocks, and they're staying on their feet.
Second down now. Second and call it 4 from Cincinnati's own 20-yard line. Offset backfield from Chad Plummer. Plummer with the handoff to Royal. He's hit the backfield, dropped for a big loss, and a flag has been thrown.
Oh, that was a big hit there by the Tiger defensive end. I believe that was Marvin Thomas. Got great penetration that time. Bag never had a chance.
Big Marvin Thomas, the 6'5", 252-pound senior from Bay Minette, Alabama. Penalty. It'll be third down, 3rd and 10 from the Cincinnati 14-yard line. Again, Plummer is the quarterback. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 221 pounds, a native of Tallahassee, Florida. Cincinnati in the I formation with split wide receivers. Plummer perhaps calling an audible. He's back to pass, and it's a draw up the middle. Royal taking it to the 20-yard line, and he's stopped. Jesse Allen making the tackle for the Tigers before he could get to the first down. So Chancey Carr will receive the punt for the Tigers. He's standing at his own 42-yard line. Steven Smith now in the game for Cincinnati to punt. From his own 6, there's the snap, and he gets it away. It's a short one. He got that one off the side of his foot, and it bounces out of bounds. Great field position for the Tigers. They'll have it at the Cincinnati 40-yard line when we come.
With a 6-gallon or more gas purchase and Heineken 6-packs, just $6.39. Hey, you could score the trip of a lifetime. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older. Where convenience and value are guaranteed right every time.
First down for Kadri Anderson. He passes to the right flat. It's complete to Jeremy Scruggs. Scruggs fights forward for a nice gain inside the 35-yard line where he's finally knocked out of bounds. Jeremy Scruggs is so valuable as a full
protection. Looks like the Tigers have elected to go to some shorter passes to give that offensive line a little more confidence with the short set.
The Tigers back in the I formation on second down, 2nd and 3 from the 33-yard line. Anderson with Floyd in motion. Anderson with the give to Scruggs up the middle. He has running room, bounces off his tackler, and gets the first down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, well executed option play there that time. Tigers going with the first
8-yard line. 7 minutes, 14 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Bearcats lead 7-0. Offset backfield again. Chancey Carr wide to the right. Floyd wide to the left for Kadri Anderson. Anderson with the give to Riley this time, and he's stepped up once again for no gain at about the 27-yard line. He perhaps got a yard.
Now that looked like the Cincinnati defensive line blows up field so fast you don't want to wait too long.
Damian Dotson back in the game. He's lined up with Richie Floyd. The two wideouts wide to the left, the short side of the field. The give up the middle again is to Scruggs. Scruggs drives forward and picks up 5 yards to the 22.
Now that looked like a little quick trap play there with her penetrating like that. You want to hit them with the quick hitters and the quick traps just like that one.
3 wide receivers again. It's Carr and Floyd lined up to the left. Damian Dotson alone on the wide side to the right. Anderson back to pass, throws it over the middle, and it's picked off. Picked off at the 15-yard line to the 30 now. 35-40, he could go to the 50, to the 40. It's Chris Hewitt at the 25-20 to the 10-yard line, and he will go for another Cincinnati touchdown.
Oh, my gosh, it can't get much worse than that. Looked like they had some decent pass protection there.
The Tigers hold their breath. There is a flag on the field at the 30-yard line. Let's see what this can be all about. Perhaps it gets called back.
Well, that looked like roughing the passer.
The official standing at the 40-yard line made it appear with that chopping motion to the ground that it may have been roughing the passer against Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's what it is. Looks like the offense is coming back on the field.
On that play, it looked like Anderson was looking over the middle the whole way.
Yeah, it's roughing the passer.
What a break for the Tigers as the touchdown off the intercept
up the middle and apparently took a late shot at Kadre Anderson.
A collective sigh of relief in the Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium tonight. The Tigers now back with the ball at the Cincinnati 11-yard line. I formation to give to Scruggs again up the middle. He battles for perhaps a yard to the 10-yard line. O'Reilly comes out. The Tigers will have a single setback in the backfield. That's Scruggs. Chancey Carr and Damian Dotson lined up wide to the right. Anderson drops back to pass. Under pressure, throws over the middle, and you may have an interference call over the middle. Chris Powers was the intended receiver, incomplete, but there was a Cincinnati Bearcat riding his back. It was Hassan Champion, the sophomore out of Tallahassee, that will be called for interference.
Yeah, that was a good call, too. And that's just exactly what you have to do to beat this 46 defense with the 9 men at the line of scrimmage in
Florida. Another young Tiger. There's a lot of underclassmen that make a significant role on this offense. And, of course, they have a senior leader in the quarterback, Kadre Anderson. 2 wideouts to the right. Anderson with the pitch to T. O'Reilly. Riley at the 5. Turns the corner, and he is stuck. And we have another flag on the play. It may be a face mask, and that would be the personal foul face mask.
Oh, no question about it. That was extremely dangerous. They swung Tafil O'Reilly all the way around by his head there. I hate to see that. That's certainly going to be the 15-yard variety.
Number 3, the outside linebacker for Cincinnati, Brad Jackson. He's a junior as well. We're in the first quarter, 4 minutes, 46 seconds to play in the first. Cincinnati leads 7-0, but the Tigers knocking at the door. Full house backfield. T. O'Reilly deep as Carr goes in motion. The give is to Riley up the middle, drives forward. Touchdown, Teofilo Riley.
Yes, sir. That's your basic lead play off tackle. Good lead block by Jeremy Scruggs there. Nice job by that offensive line of keeping their pads down and blowing those Bearcats off the ball.
I said it was Carr in motion. It was actually Chris Reeves who dealt a nice block, too. Opened up a hole as T. O'Reilly goes in for the touchdown. The true freshman out of Central High School in Memphis. It's 7-6, the Bearcats with the lead, but the Tigers are lining up for the extra point.
Well, the Tigers took advantage of their good field position after a poor punt themselves. That drive started at the 40-yard line.
The kick by Ted Lane is no good. Wide to the right. It's a tough night for kickers here at the Liberty Bowl. Cincinnati leads Memphis 7-6, 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play. A 60-second timeout. We'll be back after this on the University of Memphis Football Network.
For small business owners, planning for the future of your business is your #1 priority. Union Planners understands the needs of small business.
Competition. Oh, boy.
Welcome back to the Liberty Bowl, everybody. Once again, Cincinnati leads the Tigers 7-6, 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Moments ago, Teofilo O'Reilly, the true freshman out of Central High School, scored up the middle from about 2.5 yards out, his second career touchdown for the freshman. Jimmy Keith in the game to kick off for the Tigers, and it's away. Over in, and it's taken at the 10-yard line to the 20 and the 25, and stopped right there was the receiver, like Brett Quickly. Cincinnati's Chad Plummer, the sophomore quarterback out of Tallahassee, back in the game. One wide out to the left for Cincinnati, the tight end in motion. Plummer with the handoff to Royal up the middle, cuts back and picks up 5 yards to the 30-yard line. T.J. Fryer in the game now for the Tigers. He gets the credit for the tackle. He's a sophomore out of New Bern, Tennessee. Second down now, 2nd and 5 for Cincinnati from their own 29-yard line. I formation with split wide receivers for Chad Plummer. Plummer barking the signals, and it's an option. Option keeper, he turns the corner, and he's stuck hard at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard gain for the Bearcat. The Tiger front four, Bowling, Williams, Hart, and Thomas. Britton Wilkins in there along with Richard Hogans, the headhunter, number 14, the senior out of Columbus, Georgia, at linebacker. Third down now. Plummer with the handoff to Royal. Royal has an opening, and he's finally dragged down short of the first down at the 34-yard line, led by number 4, Mike McKenzie, 2-yard line for the Tigers. Memphis will get the ball back. 2 minutes, 24 seconds to play in the first quarter. Smith waiting for the snap. Here it is, and he gets it away. This is a spiral deep to the 27-yard line. Carr with the handoff to Dodson. Dodson turns the corner. He's at the 35, to the 40, and he's finally dragged down to the 44-yard line. A terrific play.
Looks like we got a clip on that one, too. Looked like Mike something going on that play. It appeared to be number 4, Mike McKenzie, that caught one of the Bearcats right between the numbers in the back. You can't do that, at least not in front of the referee.
The officials have converged at midfield, and they're calling holding against Cincinnati and an illegal block on Memphis. Was there a second call against Memphis on that one?
I think that's sort of putting it nicely. That's what we used to call a clip, folks.
Stephen Smith at his own 20-yard line. Chancey Carr stands at his own 30, awaiting the punt. Here's the snap, and the punt is away under a heavy rush. Carr will let the ball bounce at the 31 and let it die. The ball is down at the 28-yard line. That's where the Tigers will take over after this. 32nd time.
That's what it takes. No drugs or things that can pull us down. Hard work and above all, keeping that dream. So be smart, stay clean, and keep the dream.
The Sheriff's Be Drug Free campaign is paid for by money taken from drug dealers.
Welcome back to the Liberty Bowl. The give on first down, up the middle, and nowhere.
No, Tafil O'Reilly's gotten banged up or what? Haven't seen much of Woods this year.
Andre Woods is a junior, 5'7", 157 pounds, out of Wooddale High School. 2 wideouts to the right for Kadri Anderson on second down. Anderson back to pass, looking, and he throws to the right flat. It is caught, but out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A nice grab by Dodson, but he couldn't get his foot down. Bearcat defense ranked among the best in Conference USA so far this year. It's third down now. Call it 3rd and 11 from the 26-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right for Kadri Anderson, back to pass. Anderson under pressure, dumps it off, and it is caught at the 28-yard line, and down immediately was that Chris Powers? No,
made a good decision.
Drew Paramore back in the game. He stands at his own 14-yard line, preparing to punt for the Tigers once again this evening. Robert Tate stands at his own 36. Here's the snap, and the punt is away. This is a spiral. This is a terrific punt taken by Tate. The ball bounces on the ground, and there's a flag on the play. Loose ball. The Tigers have it, but this one's coming back, folks.
There's going to be interference on this one, no doubt about it.
There appeared to be a Cincinnati player trying to run a rough shot, if you will, in front of Tate, the receiver. And it was just all fouled up down there at about the 31-yard line. Nobody knew where the ball was for a moment.
Well, the Tigers split man on the formation. We used to call them gunners. Was right there in the area where the ball was coming down. I'm sure he never saw it, so it was definitely interference. Tate was coming up to receive it and had a blocker on the gunner for the Tigers.
That is the call. Cincinnati will get 5 extra yards out of the play.
Been a wild special.
You only need 1, don't you?
Yeah, no, you're talking about some trick plays. Give me a second football.
First down for Chad Plummer at the 37. Split wide receivers, he's looking to pass. Pump fake, and he's still on his feet. Lofts it high, and he has nobody there. It drops incomplete at the 32-yard line. The Tigers were all over that play as Plummer on that play did have plenty of time to throw, though. Second down now. Tate is the wide out to the left. Royal, the single setback for Chad Plummer, the quarterback. The give up the middle is to Royal. Bounces off one tackler, and he's swarmed under for no gain. Led by Tim Hart, Tony Williams, Marvin Thomas. The Tigers were all over that one.
Well, this Tiger defense.
Board update.
Thank you very much, John Koski. Let's get you up to date on what else is happening in college football today. Number 1, Florida, an easy time at Arkansas today, 42-7. The battle between 3 and 4 was not as big as billed. Ohio State was all over Penn State today, 38-7. The final, the Buckeyes all over the Nittany Lions. A great game between Michigan and Northwestern today. Number 22 ranked Northwestern upsets number 6 ranked Michigan 17.
Win in that one in the battle of number 3 against number 4. We're in the second quarter now. Back in the game for Cincinnati with Darrell Royal. The single setback. 3 wide receivers on third down, 3rd and 9 from the 38-yard line. Plummer looking things over, drops back to pass. He has time. Now he steps up in the pocket. Nearly is sacked. Still on his feet at the 40 to the 45. Plummer to the 50 to the 45. Cuts across the field and finally tackled after a big gain at the 39-yard line in Memphis territory.
Now the Tiger defense
came back underway.
With McKenzie dinged up, we may very well see Cobb back on, Keith Cobb, that is, back on defense.
Landon Smith, the fullback for Cincinnati. Darrell Royal, the tailback. Chad Plummer barks out the signals with 2 wide receivers. They give up the middle to Smith. He drives forward for 3 yards to just inside the 30. Manny, the sophomore, 6'3", 269, also out of Miami. He made the tackle for the Tigers. A 3-yard pickup to the 36. Again, the I formation with Landon Smith and Royal in the backfield for Chad Plummer. Second down and 7. Tigers showing blitz. Might have had a flag there. We do. The give is to the tailback Royal, and he's stacked up behind the line, a loss of 2. But the Tigers may have been in the neutral zone as the play got underway.
Yeah, Tigers were walking up, going into a sort of a blitz alignment that time. It looks like they got caught in the neutral zone.
Let's listen in as the official. Well, that's the preliminary call, and it is offsides against the Tigers.
It looks like Marvin Thomas is
yard line. Robert Tate is wide to the left. Anthony Ladd, the wide receiver, to the right for Cincinnati. Single setback is Landon Smith, the fullback. Take that back, it's Royal. Royal up the middle. He has a big gainer to the 20-yard line. Another first down for Cincinnati as Royal finds a big hole and exploits it. Kevin Cobb finally made the tackle.
Down the line. Their guard is 295. Center is 288. The other guard, 288. And then the other tackle, 325.
2 tight ends now in the game for Cincinnati on first down from the 20-yard line. Plummer with the give up the middle again to Royal. He spins away, and he's stuffed for no gain at the 20-yard line by a host of Tigers. Royal, by the way, last week, the Conference USA Player of the Week, 282 yards versus Miami of Ohio, and he scored the touchdown. He scored a touchdown in the 3rd overtime as Cincinnati won that game. Second down now for Plummer. Tate in motion. There's a fumble. It appears that Plummer did get it back, and he will lose a yard or 2. Tony Williams was all over it. He's the senior out of Germantown High School, 6'2", 282, the former Red Devil.
It looks like they had a little trouble on the exchange. Now, Cincinnati has had a readjustment of their offensive line. Joel Dolinsky, who is now playing left guard, is their normal starting center, and Brian Ewell is normally the backup center, so that may be part of the problem.
Jeremy Stewart in the game defensively for the Tigers as Cincinnati brings in 3 wideouts. Single set back is Darrell Royal on third down. Plummer back to pass. Pump fake under pressure, and he throws it away, and that ought to be a flag.
Yeah.
There was nobody there, and I still don't see one. It ought to have been intentional grounding.
Yeah, that he wasn't even cool about that one. That definitely should have been. There wasn't even a blue shirt within 10 yards of that one.
Richard Hogan's was into field goal. Lining up from the 28-yard line, attempting a 38-yarder will be Eric Richards. For Cincinnati, going to attempt a 38-yarder. Waiting on the snap. The snap is down. The kick is up. Is it long enough? It is. Is it good? No.
Good.
Wide to the right. Richards misses the field goal, so the Tigers dodge another bullet. Cincinnati maintains only a 7-6 in the second quarter. Kadri Anderson back in. The Tigers have Chancey Carr back in the game. Chris Reeves is back in the game at fullback for Memphis. Chancey Carr wide to the left. Richie Floyd on the short side of the field to the right. Chris Powers, the tight end. And it's a play-action pass. Anderson fires over the middle, and it's caught by Richie Floyd at the 41-yard line. First down, Memphis.
Oh, a great job of the play-action fake there by the Tigers. Had everyone fooled. Nice.
Floyd, that was his second catch of the evening, and we'll wait on an update from our stats. First down for the Tigers. 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Once again, the tight end is Chris Powers. Wideouts to give up the middle to the fullback. A gain of perhaps 3 yards, and there's a flag on the play.
Looks like Cincinnati's going to be offsides there or encroachment. They a little quick off the ball there. I think Kadri can get them with a quick count here because these guys look like they're really anticipating.
Chris Reeves will be 1st and 5. The ball is positioned at the 46-yard line of Memphis. 11 minutes, 9 seconds to play in the second quarter. Richie Floyd lined up on the short side of the field to the left. I formation. Anderson drops back. Again, a play-action fake. Rolls out to the right. Under pressure. Still, and he throws it, and it's incomplete. Incomplete at the 48-yard line. Intended for Andre. Complete. Second down now. 2nd and 5 from the 47-yard line. Damian Dodson back in the game along with Chancey Carr. They're lined up to the right. Richie Floyd on the short side to the left. Out of the shotgun, Anderson back to pass, rolls out to the right and throws. It's complete to Chancey Carr. Carr will only get about 2 yards to the 48-yard line. He's wrapped up by Sam Gardens of Cincinnati, bringing up 3rd down.
And the pressure on your pocket is to move the pocket.
Chancey Carr comes out. Andre Woods brings the play in. The fullback is Chris Reeves. Chris Powers in at tight end. And we have a timeout on the field. Body. Cincinnati leads 7-6. 10 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the second quarter. It's 3rd down, 3rd and 4 from the Tigers' own 48-yard line. Tigers with a split backfield. Anderson drops back, and he makes the pitch to Woods. Woods tries to turn the corner, and he will be stopped short of the first down. In fact, he gets perhaps no gain at the 48-yard line.
Design or perhaps a reaction to the penetrating defense.
Drew Paramore in the game to punt for Memphis, standing at his own 37-yard line. Robert Tate deep to receive for Cincinnati. And it's a fake punt. I thought I saw it coming. Wide open is Chris Powers. First down to the 35 to the 30, and finally he's tackled at the 37. They sent Woods in motion, and Powers was wide open.
Oh, that's a cute little piece of razzle-dazzle there. Tigers go with motion.
At the 28-yard line, Memphis with the ball. Chancey Carr now wide to the right. Richie Floyd, and we have a timeout. Cincinnati has called timeout as they were rocked back on their heels by the Tigers' trick play on the...
In Ohio next to Johnny Unitas, I don't think.
No, but it was still a fine play for Memphis as they maintained possession. Once again, Floyd lined up wide to the left. The give up the middle. It's just Scruggs still on his feet. Dives forward to the 21-yard line. Jeremy Scruggs.
Cross blocking or short trap blocking on that one. Great strategy against the penetrating defense. You get them coming upfield, you get them from the blind side.
Second down, 2nd and 3. The give up the middle to Riley. Riley bounces off one tackler, still on his feet to the 10. Down to the 6-yard line. Teofilo Riley finally tackled by Sam Garnes, but not before the true freshman gets the first down to the 6. Play. Richie Floyd will line up on the left side. That's the short side of the field. Carr wide to the right. Kerry Cobb in it tight end. I formation, the give to the fullback Scruggs, and he's wrapped up for no gain and perhaps a 1-yard loss. Sam Garnes smelled that one out. He was all over Jeremy Scruggs on that play. Comes out along with McDonald. So Richie Floyd's back in along with Chancey Carr. They're lined up. The ball is on the right hash.